Hey y'all. So I said I'd share with you what the Lord had pressed on my heart this morning. And so a couple of years ago, the Lord had given me a vision that I've kept so super close. I haven't told hardly anyone. Like, my husband and my parents are literally the only people that know about this vision. And I don't feel it necessary to share the vision because I fear the Lord, and I don't I don't want to cause I don't want it to cause a thing. So as I was saying, I had to come in because of the rain, but I didn't feel at liberty to share this vision with everyone because it was very specifically to me and my calling, maybe. Yeah, my calling and God's will for my life. However, He did press on my heart this morning to ask for prayer concerning this vision for my town where I live. He specifically told me to have the prayer warriors pray over Cleveland, Tennessee. If you are a prayer warrior, if you consider yourself strong in prayer, if you have a ministry of prayer, if you know someone who has a ministry of prayer, we need you. I need you. God is asking you, please, to pray specifically for revival in Cleveland, Tennessee. I don't know if I'll ever be able to share the vision, but if you live in Cleveland, or near Cleveland, you will probably know eventually. I have no idea when, but you'll probably know kind of about revival here. So there have been many, many prophecies that I have heard personally of revival happening here. But I want you to know that I never heard a single one of those until after God gave me the vision that He gave me. So I felt very urgently to ask for prayer for Cleveland, Tennessee, specifically Cleveland, Tennessee, and revival. Please, please, please pray for revival over Cleveland, Tennessee. Because with all that's going on in the world, there is surely an attack on God's people. There is surely an attack against people coming together and worshiping. There's certainly an attack against Christians and churches. So we have to shield, we have to raise the shields and armor ourselves up. It's time for things to start moving. It's time for things to start happening in the spiritual realm and in the physical realm. And you're going to see what is happening in the physical realm is only because of what's happening in the spiritual realm. So if it's spiritual warfare going on between God's angels and the demons, then there's going to be evidence of that show up in your news media. There's going to be evidence of that showing up on social media. There's going to be evidence of that showing up on the streets in the physical reality that we live in. So just to say it one more time for emphasis, please, there are souls at stake. There are many, countless souls at stake here in Cleveland. I never finished my train of thought earlier. I think I got off on a tangent, but my kids in there are just they're playing video games. But that's okay. Anyway, what I was going to say was I've heard plenty of prophecies about revival happening in Cleveland, Tennessee, and from several different sources. one of which is Perry Stone. And he has said, in the ramp of Cleveland, they have both stated that they've had visions or dreams themselves and have heard and seen prophecies of there being revival here in Cleveland, and this being the hub of revival in the last days. So, like I said, I didn't know any of those prophecies until well after the fact of God giving me the vision that he did. And I have no doubts that it was God who gave me that vision. And he spoke directly to me. He gave me a very, very, very direct word and a charge for my life, and his will for my life. And I'm gonna ask for your prayers over myself as well, because I don't want anything to hinder God's plan for my life or for the countless lives that are in this town and that will come to this town. There's probably, I know of at least 1,000 homes going to be built somewhere within the next 2 years for this area. And so I know that people are moving here all the time. Housing market is crazy here, as it is a lot of other places, but here it's a lot for Cleveland. Cleveland is a little town. It's 20 minutes drive from one end to the other. And but we know God uses the small things and the things that you wouldn't suspect to do great things. One example is David. Anyway, that's what I had to share. Please be in prayer, not only for myself, but also Cleveland, Tennessee. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Bye-bye.